What is going on YouTube? AJayPay. I'm bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This one's against ReSync and it's an OU match. I decided to upload an OU match simply because I haven't done one in a while. And I'm kind of a bit addicted to OU because I have this new team right here that I like pretty much. It's, as you can tell, there's no 5th gen pokes in it, and all these pokes all have no 5th gen attacks besides Alakazam. It has Psyshock, which I prefer over Psychic, but I don't think I use it in this match. So basically, it's a 4th gen team. So yeah, let's just go ahead and begin the battle. I'm going to lead off with my Celebi, as he is going to lead off with this Gliscor. Now, I don't know what set this Gliscor is, so I'm going to switch out to my Scarm just to scout that out pretty much. As right here he's going to go for a taunt, so now I can't go for rocks as I kind of wanted to no matter what kind of set he was. As he shows, he's the Toxic Orb set, so he probably doesn't have acrobatics. So I'm going to switch back into my Celebi since I know that I can safely switch into it now, as he's going to go for a Toxic, predicting my switch, which is completely fine with me since I have the natural cure ability. Now right here I predicted him to switch out, and I went for Thunder Wave, but he actually stays and goes for Saw, which doesn't do anything to me. So now I'm going to switch out here again and go into my Gengar, as he predicts that switch, I guess, into my Scarm and goes for a taunt. Now for some reason, I don't know why, but I decided to switch back out into my Celebi, which was kind of questionable, but yeah, whatever. As now I'm just gonna, at this point I'm kind of pissed that he's predicting me and stuff, so I was just like, screw it, I'm gonna go to my Gengar and just kill you with HP Ice. As he goes for a taunt again, and he was basically telling me that he thought I was the sub-disable set, but nope, I'm not. I'm Choice Scarf. I have Hidden Power Ice, Shadow Ball, Destiny Bond, and Trick on this set, so down goes the Gliscor. Now at this point he still doesn't know that I'm Scarfed, as right here I show him that I outspeed his Tornadus, so now he knows I'm Scarfed as I go for a Hidden Power Ice, which almost kills him, as he goes for a U-turn, thinking he would go first and thinking that I would overpredict or something. So he U-turns out and goes into his Magnezone. Now I'm going to switch out here since I'm locked to Hidden Power Ice and I can't do anything to this Magnezone, so I'm going to switch it to my especially defensive Celebi, and I'm going to take that Flash Cannon pretty damn well. As now here, I'm just going to go for a cover, just getting as much health back as I can, since I really need this Celebi, since this thing basically walls his whole special attackers pokes, if that makes sense. As he's going to go for a Hidden Power Ice or Fire, which doesn't do crap to me because I'm specially defensive. As now he's going to switch out here and go into Celebi as I predict a switch, but not into Espeon. I meant Espeon. As I predict him to switch, but not into this Espeon, and I get Magic Bounce with the Thunder Wave, so now I'm paralyzed. So now I'm going to switch out here and go into my Alakazam just to Shadow Ball this thing in the face. However, he goes for a Light Screen, so now I can't really do that, as now I make another stupid play here where I should have switched out to something else, and I just go for the sub. And that was kind of useless since there's a light screen up. So now I'm going to go for a Psyshock just for the hell of it now at this point, just to see how much it does. It does crap to this Politoed, as he's going to go for the Paris Song. Now I eventually am going to have to switch out. So right now I'm just going to decide to do it now, since most people don't switch out on the first turn while behind a sub. And I'm just going to go to my especially defensive Celebi again, as I'm going to take that Scald like a boss. And he can't do anything to me at this point, so now I make a questionable play here. I don't know why I did this, but I switched out to my Gyarados. Now, while my Gyarados resists the Scald, I could possibly get burned, which would ruin my Gyarados, as he luckily misclicks here and goes for Parasong, which kind of helps him because now I can't really Dragon Dance up. As now he is going to switch out into his, his Rotom Wash, as I'm just going to go for the Stonus just to basically get some damage off. And that does a lot to his Rotom, so I know that it's the Trick Scarf or Trick Spec set. So I'm going to switch out here predicting the tricking me into his Scarf as my Gengar Scarf, so it won't do anything. But he's actually Specs, which really surprised me. So now I have the Specs and he has the Scarf. So now I'm going to switch out here predicting either the Hydro Pump or the Volt Switch, as I go back to my specially defensive Celebi and take that like a boss. Especially defensive Celebi is really, really good. It's a really, really good special defensive wall, so more people should go use that. As now I switch into my Gyarados knowing that he's locked into Hydro Pump here, as I take that pretty well. And now I'm going to predict his switch into Magnezone, so I'm just going to go for the Waterfall, but he actually switches out back into his Politoed, and that doesn't do a lot to the Politoed at all. So now at this point I'm just going to go for the Stone Edge again, just to see how much damage it's going to do and to possibly get a crit, since it has a high crit ratio apparently. As he's going to over predict and go for an Encore, thinking that I would go for Dragon Dance. But nope, I'm not. As now I know that he has Encore, so I'm gonna take advantage of that with my Celebi in a second here. So I'm gonna switch out and go into my Celebi, predicting the Scald, so that way I won't get burned. Well, my Gyarados won't get burned, as I take that once again, like a boss. As now, I'm just gonna go for the Giga Drain, knowing that I can gain some health back from when using Giga Drain on this Politoed. And I'm gonna predict him to go for the Encore, predicting me to go for the Recover, which he actually does go for, so luckily me. So now, I'm going to make the ballsy play here, and I'm going to double switch out into my Infernape, predicting him to switch out. Now this is dangerous because he could have just simply went for a Scald, and if he stayed and went for that Scald, my Infernape would be dead right now. But luckily, he does switch, and he switches to this Magazone, which is great for me, as now I go for the Sword Dance, predicting him to switch out, fearing my Close Combat or Fire move, but he actually stays and goes for a Thunderbolt. I thought I'd die here, but I actually survived. Now I go for the Close Combat, and I'm going to easily OHKO this guy, even though he thought that the max defense Magazone would live it, since he lived the Guts boosted one before apparently. But I calced it, and it's 100% OHKO, so there's no way he's gonna live that. So now he's gonna switch to his Tornadus, thinking he can outspeed me. Nope, I carry Mach Punch, as I'm gonna easily take that Tornadus out. As now he's gonna switch out into his Water Wash, thinking he can possibly take a Mach Punch or just basically stall me out of Life Orb Recoil, as his Run Wash is gonna go down, but I'm gonna die from Life Orb Recoil. Now at this point the match is basically mine, as I switch into my Choice Specs Gengar, and it's basically faster than his Espeon and his Politoed, so this Shadow Ball will easily take out that Espeon. And now he has one poke left, and it's the Politoed that's basically almost it, and I'm just gonna Shadow Ball that thing in the face for the 5-0 win. So that was a good game, ReSync, and that was a pretty fun match as well. I'm having some 3DS problems right now, as my 3DS like freezes in the middle of battles sometimes, so you probably won't be seeing new matches at the moment, but I do have a lot of old matches backed up, so I still have a lot of matches to record, but I'm still gonna try to battle some more, since I have a new NU team that I want to test out, and I want to try to get that up as soon as possible, so most likely, hopefully for Friday's upload. So yeah, like if you like, comment if you like, subscribe if you like, and I'll see you guys later.